Welcome to Headphone News, Seattle edition for Monday, December 16, 2024.
U.S. response to cyber espionage from China. On December 15, 2024, Representative Mike Waltz, who serves as the National Security Advisor for President-elect Donald Trump, called for a stronger U.S. response to cyber attacks. This comes after claims against China regarding a spying operation called Salt Typhoon, which targeted senior American political figures. At least 8 telecommunications and infrastructure firms in the United States were impacted, resulting in the theft of substantial data. Waltz stressed the need for the U.S. to punish those responsible for cyber theft. China has denied these claims, asserting they are disinformation. This situation underscores the growing threat of cyber warfare and highlights the importance of collaboration between the U.S. government and private technology companies to enhance national security.
Supreme Court case on TikTok and free speech. A major court case involving TikTok is heading to the United States Supreme Court. This important case raises questions about free speech in the digital world. TikTok, created by the Chinese company ByteDance in 2016, has around 170 million users in the U.S. There are growing worries about user privacy and national security, especially during the Trump administration. In April 2023, President Biden signed a bipartisan bill that requires TikTok to sell its Chinese ownership or face a ban in the U.S. On December 6, 2023, the U.S. Court of Appeals upheld this law. The Supreme Court will decide if the government's actions violate users' constitutional rights. The outcome could significantly impact not just TikTok but also other tech companies and the future of digital communication in America.
Leadership change at Checkpoint Software Technologies. Checkpoint Software Technologies, a leading cybersecurity company based in Jerusalem, Israel, has announced an important management transition. On December 16, 2024, Nadav Zakir will step into the role of Chief Executive Officer, taking over from Gil Shwed, who has successfully led the company for 30 years. Under Shwed's guidance, Checkpoint became a high-revenue leader in the cybersecurity field. Zakir, a former commander in the Israeli military's intelligence unit, brings significant experience in cybersecurity. He co-founded Team 8, a venture group focused on technology investments. This leadership change comes at a crucial time as digital threats continue to rise. Zakir's role is expected to help Checkpoint adjust and create innovative solutions. The company is well known for its products like CloudGuard and Harmony Endpoint, and it has consistently reported revenue growth. This transition is significant not only for Checkpoint but also for the entire cybersecurity industry.
Canada-U.S. Border security and migration issues. On December 16, 2024, police in St. George de Clarenceville, Canada, enforced new barriers at the U.S.-Canada border to stop vehicle crossings by migrants. Canadian authorities increased monitoring by adding more cameras and sensors. This action follows a threat from U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, who said he would impose 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico unless they reduce the flow of migrants and drugs into the United States. In the past year, Canada turned back around 1,000 migrants, while U.S. Customs and Border Protection detained over 23,000. The Canada-U.S. border is the longest land border in the world, stretching about 4,000 miles. Recent changes in asylum regulations have complicated migration patterns. As Trump's presidency approaches, Canadian officials are preparing for a possible increase in migrants. This situation highlights the ongoing difficulties in managing border security and immigration policies.
Procter & Gamble's sustainable sourcing commitment. Procter & Gamble, the world's largest consumer products company, is taking a bold step by committing to greater transparency in its wood pulp sourcing. This move comes after pressure from shareholders, including Green Century, who hold nearly $1 billion in shares. They have urged the company to provide clearer information about how it audits its wood pulp suppliers. P&G sources a large amount of wood pulp from British Columbia, Canada, a region known for its delicate forests. Shareholder advocate Andrew Shalit highlighted the need for openness, especially for investors who care about the environment. The company plans to regrow at least 2 trees for every tree used in its paper products, showing its commitment to eco-friendly practices. To ensure responsible sourcing, P&G works with third-party validators like the Forest Stewardship Council. However, recent investigations have shown that current certifications might not effectively prevent damaging practices like clear cutting. This commitment reflects a growing trend where shareholder advocacy is pushing companies to adopt more sustainable methods. What does this mean for the future of corporate responsibility? It's a significant step towards a greener planet.
Wisconsin kayaker fakes death. Ryan Borgward, a 45-year-old kayaker from Watertown, Wisconsin, is facing charges for hindering police after pretending to drown. On August 12, 2023, he was reported missing after a fishing trip on Green Lake. A 7-week search only uncovered his kayak and personal belongings. Investigators later found out that Borgward had staged his drowning and fled to Europe through Canada. He returned to the United States on December 16, 2023, and turned himself in. A court set his bond at $500. If found guilty, he could face a penalty of $10,000 and up to 9 months in jail. His wife has filed for separation, seeking guardianship of their 3 teenage children. This case raises important questions about the emotional effects on the family and the resources used during the search.
Remembering Ustad Zakir Hussain. Ustad Zakir Hussain, a renowned tabla player from India, has passed away at the age of 73. He died on December 16, 2024, in San Francisco, California, from a serious lung disease. Zakir Hussain was celebrated for bringing Indian classical music to audiences worldwide. He won 4 Grammy Awards and received India's second highest civilian honor, the Padma Vibhushan. His innovative performances turned the tabla into a respected solo instrument. Tributes have come in from around the globe, highlighting his profound influence on music and culture.
Honeywell's aerospace business separation plans. Honeywell International has announced plans to consider separating its aerospace business as of December 16, 2024. This decision follows a thorough review of the company's overall portfolio. After the announcement, Honeywell's stock rose nearly 3% before the market opened. CEO Vimal Kapur is focused on aligning the company with major trends like automation and energy transition. Activist investor Elliott Investment Management, which owns over $5 billion worth of Honeywell stock, is supporting the split to enhance shareholder value. Recently, Honeywell sold its personal protective equipment business for about $1.33 billion, acquired Carrier's security business for around $4.95 billion, and purchased CAES Systems for $1.9 billion. While this potential separation could lead to more focused management, it also brings risks, such as market instability and employee uncertainty.
Impact of weight loss drugs on U.S. healthcare. In the United States, weight loss medications, especially GLP-1 drugs, are changing the landscape of healthcare. These medications help people lose weight and address health problems linked to obesity. A recent study found that about 4% of patients received a type 2 diabetes diagnosis shortly after starting these treatments. Patients are losing an average of at least 15% of their weight, and many are now seeking help they once avoided due to stigma. This shift is leading to more referrals for regular health checkups. The number of first-time prescriptions for these weight loss drugs jumped from around 33,600 in 2020 to over 224,000 in 2024. Experts believe that while healthcare costs may rise initially, catching health issues early could save money in the long run. Overall, these weight loss medications are encouraging more Americans to engage with their healthcare.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., nominated for U.S. Health Secretary. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has arrived at Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., to discuss his nomination as the next U.S. Health Secretary. Many senators are worried about his views on vaccines. In fact, over 75 Nobel Prize winners have urged senators to block his nomination due to concerns about his qualifications. Laws in every state and Washington, D.C., require vaccinations for school attendance. Notable Senator Mitch McConnell has warned about Kennedy's previous comments on vaccines. The outcome of this nomination could greatly influence public health policy and vaccination laws across the United States.
U.S. stock futures rise ahead of Federal Reserve decision. U.S. stock futures are on the rise as investors prepare for an important decision on interest rates from the Federal Reserve. A cut of 0.25% is expected during the meeting on December 18, with a strong likelihood of this happening. The Federal Reserve will also share updated forecasts for future interest rates. This week, we'll see key economic data released, including reports on manufacturing and services. In pre-market trading, the S&P 500 E-minis gained 11 points, the Nasdaq 100 E-minis rose by 67.75 points, and the Dow E-minis increased by 31 points. Shares of MicroStrategy, a software company known for its Bitcoin investments, climbed by 5.3%. Bitcoin briefly exceeded $106,000 after comments from former President Donald Trump about creating a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve. This week is shaping up to be crucial for investors and the overall economy.
SoftBank's major investment in the U.S. Masayoshi Son, the chief executive officer of SoftBank Group, will announce a $100 billion investment in the United States during his visit to Mar-a-Lago, the residence of President-elect Donald Trump. This announcement is scheduled for December 16, 2024. The investment aims to create 100,000 jobs focused on artificial intelligence and related facilities. Based in Tokyo, Japan, SoftBank will finance this initiative through its Vision Fund and other sources. This significant investment could strengthen financial connections between Japan and the United States while driving technological progress. That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's Headphone News. News summary brought to you by AI.